Everyone laughed at him. Every morning, as he walked toward the fields, eyes followed him. Some whispered, some looked away with quiet judgment. A few shook their heads in pity. Raghav felt it all. But one simple lesson would change his life forever. Raghav lived in a small village surrounded by endless green fields. Life there was simple, but never easy. He lived with his mother. His father had passed away long ago, so Raghav began working from a very young age. Every morning, before the sun rose, he woke early. He helped his mother, then walked to the fields. He plowed the soil, he watered the plants, he worked until sweat covered his body. Only then did he return home, wash his face, and study for a short while. Raghav loved studying. Books gave him hope. They showed him a future beyond the fields. He dreamed of something better. The villagers noticed him. They said, "This boy is smart. He will go far." Raghav believed them. More importantly, he believed in himself. Then exam time came. During the day, Raghav worked in the fields. At night, he studied under a small lamp. His eyes burned. His body felt heavy. Still, he did not stop. When the results arrived, Raghav opened the paper with trembling hands. He read it once, then again. His heart raced. One subject failed. His hands shook. His throat went dry. For a moment, he couldn't breathe. The failure hurt deeply. But what came after hurt even more. The next morning, as Raghav walked to the fields, the village felt different. Some looked at him in silence. Some whispered behind his back. A few sighed and said nothing at all. He heard words like, "So much hope, so sad." He couldn't pass. No one shouted, no one laughed. That silence was heavier than noise. Raghav walked on. His head stayed low. His heart felt weak. One evening, after a long day, Raghav went to see his teacher. Teacher Karim was old and calm. His voice was gentle. His eyes were kind. Raghav stood quietly and said, "Teacher, people look at me differently now. I feel small every day." The teacher listened. He nodded slowly. Then he said, "Raghav, tomorrow morning, do one thing for me." Raghav looked up. "Take a large pot," the teacher said. "Fill it with milk and walk through the village path." He paused. "But remember, not even one drop must fall." Raghav felt confused, but he trusted his teacher. He agreed. The next morning, the sun rose softly. Birds sang as the village woke. Raghav filled the pot with milk to the very top. It was heavy. The milk was still. Holding it with both hands, he stepped outside. Each step was slow. One mistake, and the milk would spill. The villagers were there again. Some watched quietly. Some looked at him with doubt. A few felt sorry for him, but Raghav did not notice. His eyes stayed on the milk. His hands were steady. His breathing was calm. All he could see was the pot. The road disappeared. The faces blurred. The voices faded. Even the silent stares meant nothing now. Only the milk was real. Step by step, Raghav walked. When he reached the fields, he looked into the pot. Not a single drop had fallen. Later, he returned to his teacher. "Teacher," Raghav said, "I didn't see or hear anyone." The teacher smiled. "That is the lesson," he said. "When you focus completely, the world becomes quiet." From that day on, Raghav changed. He stopped thinking about people's eyes. He listened to his goal. He studied with calm. He worked with peace. Slowly, his strength returned. The village stayed the same, but Raghav did not. One morning, he watched the sunrise. Soft light touched his face. He smiled because he finally understood one simple truth. When your focus is steady, nothing else can shake you.